Okay, so today I've just tuned in, taking in your requests, and we are going to be doing beautiful healing where we are connecting you with your higher self in the most powerful way so that you can receive soul guidance, wisdom, so it can give you clarity, inspiration, insights, and it will save you time, energy, and money, keeping you aligned with your true path. So you can use this channeling, this connection to your higher self, to your soul self, or if you want to go higher into source or creator. But you can use this to, I'm just going to switch that up a minute. Hang on, I'm just going to move my camera like that. Am I sitting? There we go. That's better. I'm more central. I was like off center. You can use this healing at any time. It will go up onto the YouTube channel as well, and it will be put back into the Facebook group. But you can use this at any time to connect in with a higher source for any inspiration, clarity. So say for instance, if you're using it for business, you can connect into your higher self and your guidance so that you can understand what path to take, what is the right path, rather than connecting in with ego and maybe other not so great energies that are giving you guidance. So we're connecting with the higher self and the soul self. That's something that I do all the time. I actually run my business through the soul of my business, through my Akashic records, and through divine inspiration through creator, because I'm theta healing, so we call it creator, the higher power creator. So when you're taking that pause and that breath, and you're connecting in with that higher channel as such, you will get what's in the highest and best for you. You will get the correct guidance and the correct messages for you to take action on. So it's quite a different, you can play around with this, right? Because it's quite a different, quite different messages that you'll receive from different aspects of yourself. So in theta healing, we're taught, that we have different aspects. So we have the positive ego, we have the negative ego, we have part of ourselves that wants to keep us safe. So that's an aspect of ourselves. Okay, so that aspect of ourselves will not want to be stretched too much, won't want to be going out into our stretch zone. They want to stay, it wants to keep you in your comfort zone. It wants to keep you safe and cuddly. So it's the fear mindset that kicks in. So that's an aspect of you, right? So when we're tuning in, and if we're tuning in to get inspiration and guidance, and we're not tuning into that higher part of ourselves, that higher self, that soul self, or that God self, right? What we'll do is we'll connect into those other three. So we can connect into the positive ego, but we can also connect into the negative ego, and we can connect into that fear mind of ourselves that wants to keep us playing it small, right? And that's the thing. Sometimes when we're making a decision, especially if we're feeling pressured, we are not giving ourselves time and space to connect into that higher version of ourselves, because that higher version of ourselves really believes in you. That higher version of yourself has lived multiple lifetimes, has multiple experiences, right? And is not in the fear mindset, is not in that I can't do this because someone else has done it. I can't do this because no one would listen to me. It's none of that BS. That higher self, that soul self really believes in you, has your highest and best interest. And who do you want to be listening to? It's like being at school, right? Imagine that you're at school and you're going into one class, and you've got the teacher that doesn't believe in you, that wants you to sit in the back of the class, that thinks you're naughty, that shut up, you can't spell, you're a bit of a daydreamer. There you go, sit in your box and behave yourself, right? That type of teacher. Then you have the other type of teacher that's like, oh, you're all right, you'll be fine, just just don't make a nuisance of yourself, and let Mary go first because she's actually a little bit better than you. So you got that type of teacher. And then you got the teacher that you absolutely love, that comes to you after class and says, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you some really great empowerment books. I'm going to give you this book. I'm going to give you, like, I don't know, if we had it in modern day times, I'm going to give you a couple of podcasts for you to listen to that's really going to inspire you and things like that, right? Which teacher do you want to be with? Which one do you want to be listening to for advice, right? You want to be listening to that last teacher, right? So I'm sort of saying it in that sort of way because it makes sense on who you want to be connecting in with. But you can't get to that nice teacher at the end because you've got to go through the other teachers to get to that last teacher, right? So that last teacher is going to come in when you are in a state of peace and calm and that you're ready to listen to that teacher. So what does that mean? It means that, Cara was putting into the post today that what she's been doing every day is that she's been taking that time out to get to that sense of that place of peace so that she can listen to the right teacher that's coming in. Does this make sense? I'm hoping that everyone is liking my descriptions on everything. Now, why can't I see my comments? Oh, here we go. Yeah, through you guys. You just channel, yeah. But Stephanie, you're really, you're really proficient. Oh, I said the word right. Proficient in this because you are a healer and you are a channeler. Okay, and you've had years of experience with this. So it just comes naturally and easy. And you can feel like, depending on what your psychic sense is, but I know, because I listen to the messages all the time, I know whether that's I'm listening to the bullshit teachers or whether I'm listening to the right teacher, if that makes sense. Hi, Vanessa. Hello, Leanne. But sometimes, when you're first starting out and this is all pretty new to you, is that it takes a little bit of time and a little bit of dedication to get the right messages that come through, because these two lower crappy teachers, they want to hold on to you. They actually like control, okay, and they get off on that. So you have to spend some time to keep getting rid of that. And the more with connection, right, the more that you are channeling from the right teacher, you're getting the right messages from the right teacher, the more that connection will get stronger, the less this connection to the crappy teachers won't be in place. So that's one thing. The one thing that is really good is that I do have that. I know I've got new people coming into the group now. That I do have the Awaken Woman 28-day challenge program that we did. So I think it was this year, or maybe it was the end of last year. I cannot remember off the top of my head. I ran a 28-day program where it's all complimentary, where we really get into good spiritual practice so that it can start to transform your life in different ways. You do need to give yourself time each day to do it, all right? So like anything, you want to make change, you have to make space, you have to make some time to be able to do this, okay? I do see people that are like, oh yeah, I want to make change in my life, but they're not giving themselves the bandwidth to make those changes. Okay, so it's like, for instance, going to the gym, you're like, I want to change my body shape. You need to do something to change that body shape, whether it's going to the gym, going on a diet, doing some exercise or something like that to make your body shape change, right? It's the same with manifesting, with calling in your angels, any form of spiritual work. You need to make time each day to make those changes. And one of the things that I will always say is that you are better off taking 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes each day rather than doing peaks and troughs. You will create, because it's the law of momentum, it's the law of change, right? The domino effect. The law of momentum is, there is a book as well, Katie talks about this, my friend Katie, is the 1%. So even if you just do 1% of spiritual work every day, by the time you get to the end of the year, that's 365% better than where you were at the beginning of the year, okay? Now, if you struggle with giving yourself 20 minutes each day to do spiritual practice, to make your life better, to make the changes, and the desires that you wish to achieve, there's something going on there. That's not right. If you cannot give yourself 20 minutes each day, that needs to be looked at, that needs to be healed. And 9 times out of 10, it's an overgiving wound or a people pleasing wound. Okay, because what you're doing is that you're putting everyone else in front of you, out of your desires. So just so you know, right? So if you start getting into the 28-day challenge, the awakened woman, and you get by day 5 and it's dropped off the list, something needs to happen, right? Because what it is, it will be those other 2 teachers getting involved. Okay, especially if and yeah, I know that we're busy. I've got 2 kids. I know one's not at home, but I've got 2 kids, got 2 dogs, got a husband, got family, and I've got a business, right? And I run actually, quite a few things within my business, but I still take that time. So this morning I started at 7 a.m. with Unleashing Prosperity. I was up at 5. Okay, so I gave myself that half an hour this morning to do my spiritual practice before getting in and doing all this work for the rest of the day. So yes, if you are struggling with 20 minutes each day, something needs to be addressed, just so you know. Okay, so we are going to be working on that. Hi Natasha. Natasha, I know that you wanted to work on manifesting. There is a really good, I'm sure you may have done it. I also did another challenge within the group, and it became a paid program. It's a 7-day manifesting program, and it's not working on your beliefs, it's just working on clearing energies, energy clearings every single day. It's really, really powerful. So it's not really getting into the deep stuff of what you believe you deserve and what's this and what's that. It is just clearing your whole energy body on a mental, physical, spiritual, and an emotional level. So if you want to do like manifesting stuff, get yourself into that manifesting 7-day program. I did link it into the post that I put in earlier. That's the best way that I can assist you at this moment in time to go deeper. So today, where is my comments? Just bear with me, and we're gonna get working on this. No, that's full screen. I don't want that. Why is that? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna come out there because I can't see. Oh, lovely description. Thank you. Hang on, I'm going to grab my phone because not always do I see everybody's comments. Okay, just bear with me. Right, if you want to get yourself settled, because what we're going to do is we're going to go into a meditation. See, look, I've got 16 comments and I don't see them. I love the description. You know me, I love a good description. But I think sometimes if you just put things in a simple way, it makes sense, right? Because when I was learning all this spiritual work, and it was like all the different, I understand about negative Nancy and positive Polly. That's what I always call them. But I didn't understand about, the reptilian brain, why you go into certain programs. Like it felt all a bit like, oh my God, like that's far out. I understand it more now. But if someone said to me, you had teachers and this is what this was, and this is what's happening, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes loads of sense. Yeah, totally get that. Totally get it. Okay, so we are working on, where's my, not really with it today, so obviously tech stuff. So we're going to connect with your higher self because it's the most powerful way to get that teacher wisdom, that good teacher wisdom, and it's going to give you clarity and insight so it can save you time, energy, money, while keeping you aligned with your truth path. Now, the reason why it will save you time and money is because, say for instance, I work a lot with entrepreneurs. So say for instance that you've got some great business decisions that wanna come in, but you don't really know what to do first, or what you should be setting your hat at and things like that. So say for instance that you've got a couple of business ideas, Or let's use another situation as well. So put that one there. But say, for instance, that you want to go for a job promotion, or say, for instance, you want to, if you were working on it in your love life, you had a couple of dates in mind through with a few different people, right? But you don't know which one to actually go on, or you're unsure. So you want to make some decisions. Um, what will happen is that you've got lots of different opportunities, right? You've got different timelines that you can step into. But sometimes what will happen is you need to take a pause and take a breath and wait for that positive teacher to come in to help guide you in the right way, in the right direction, the right pathway to go down. Because sometimes what will happen is that negative ego, that 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 survival self program, that survival voice will say to you, I'll do this, do that, right? But actually, I do a lot of quantuming with clients, jumping ahead of time, collapsing time. When you start to listen to that positive teacher, right, that really believes in you, that knows that you can do this, you're going to make a completely different decision. 100%. You'll make a different decision one way to another. And that's what you want to be coming back to. You want to be making any decision in your life from that higher perspective, from that positive teacher rather than the others. Now, we need to have the others. We need to have that survival self because, sometimes we might be walking down a road and we decide, oh, I'm going to take a shortcut. Let's save time and energy, right? But actually, that road looks a little bit dodgy. And you do need that survival self in you going, actually, I'm just going to hold you back. You're not doing that. So there's some points when you do need to listen to those other aspects of your personality, but you need to have a good balance between all of them. That's probably the easiest way to say. And it's who you trust at the right time is the important one. Okay. So, connecting with your higher self is the most powerful way to access soul guided wisdom. Um, by always being able to access that higher level of consciousness, it can unlock wisdom that will give you great direction in your life. This connection not only offers profound insights but also helps you to navigate life with more ease, saving you time, energy, and money. And it's quite an interesting one when you connect in and you get the messages from your higher self. I'll give you a great example of me about nearly 2 years ago, 2 years in December. Well, no, it's probably about August 2 years ago. So yes, over 2 years ago, we decided to sell our house in Melbourne, and we actually sold it before knowing where we were going. Right, we tend to do this quite a bit now. We're quite confident in that. Is leaping and the universe will catch me. Right, so I'm used to doing that type of thing now. And people were saying to me, I was actually in a business program, being mentored, and a few of the girls in that group, we've actually stayed, like quite a few of us stay good close friends with it, and they were like, well, where are you going to move to? And I'm like, don't know, I'll figure it out, don't worry about it, I know the universe has got me. And it wasn't until literally we sold the house, we went on holiday, so I created space, I created bandwidth, right? And I sat there with my husband, and we had Rory and Millie there because we were taking Rory to the US to college. And the four of us were sat there and we were like, right, where are we going to go? And we were like, oh, do we feel like this? Do we feel like that? And we took a little while of what if this, what if that? And we decided we're going to go to Brisbane, right? And we came back and we told people, I think we're going to go to Brisbane. And they were like, why? Like, where's that come from? That's a bit of a weird one. And we were like, no, it feels right. It felt like our soul was pulling us, that I needed to be up here. And it worked out well for Andrew because he needed to be back at the office, and we're only 20 minutes away. We're not 2.5 hours away, etc., etc. And it's worked out well with Millie for her college and things like that. And it's actually easier for Rory because flying into Brisbane from the States is actually easier than doing the Sydney Melbourne trip as well. So you to be soul aligned, to be soul guided is a really, really powerful way. So some of you today will be used to this type of stuff, absolutely. And then some of you will be very new to this. And it's actually a beautiful feeling of coming home to soul and having that soul intuition and guidance. And sometimes when those messages come from soul, they don't always make sense, right? Like me saying, well, I'm moving to Brisbane. But like on the human level, people are like, well, why are you doing that? But your soul knows what's coming next for you. So my soul 2 years ago knew, and I kept saying to Andrew, I've got a funny feeling you're going to have to go back to the office 3 days a week. I feel like you're going to go in 3 days. And he's like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. What is it? They have to go back 3 days a week. But for us living 2.5 hours away from the office back in Melbourne, that would have been a bloody nightmare for him. 5 hours commuting each day on top of his work day is just absolutely crackers, right? So where we are now, and I knew this house was calling to us. This house is like 20-minute bus ride for him to get into the city. Perfect, right? And for Millie, she's finished school a year earlier. She's gone to college. She's 20 minutes from college, right? Everything just like fell into place. And even for Rory, so he's moved colleges now. So for him, he's only got 2 flights to get to the US. And it's like, in all honesty, it's like $5,000 a year cheaper for us to fly him out there, right? Everything is a win, win, win. Tick, tick, tick. But 2 years ago, right, when my soul was going, Brisbane, Brisbane, go to Brisbane, right? And people were like, what? What? You know, and probably my ego and my negative Nancy and all of that was like, oh, why do you want to go there? That's going to be a hassle, and this is going to be that. It's much easier to stay here and just do this and just do that, right? So your soul knows what's coming next. So by having soul guidance, it's going to help you on a pathway that creates more ease and flow. You're still going to get challenges, all right? Absolutely. We still have challenges getting up here, not massive and things like that, but your soul knows the way because your soul has lived this lifetime. Okay, so that's all I'm going to be saying on the explanation. All right, so I'm going to take you through a guided channeling meditation. I do not know what I'm going to be channeling. I'm just going to open up and just let the information. I'm plugging into the collective consciousness of you ladies in the group and whoever will listen to this in the future. And I will be channeling for them as well. So just set an intention before we start to open everything up that you want to get certain messages and guidance or a beautiful healing or anything along those lines. Whatever you need today, set the intention that you will receive the messages that you need to hear, see, sense, feel and know. Okay? All right, so when you are ready, we're going to get you organized. I just want to say if you drop off from the call at all, just make sure that you're grounding yourself afterwards. Make sure that you drink, after the healing, just make sure that you drink plenty of water and that you ground yourself in nature. If you don't know what grounding yourself in nature is, you want to feel like you're connected back into the floor, okay, into the earth, all right? So water is a really good way of grounding you back into your body. What was I going to say? I do actually put people into quite a trance, just so you know. All right, so please do not be listening to this while operating any machinery or driving, just so you know. Okay, all right. So if you can't listen to this completely, then drop off and then listen to it later when you have time. All right. So if you would like to close your eyes and listen to my voice as your guide. Okay, so just breathing in and breathing out and just opening yourself up to the beautiful divine light that is coming in now. We're going to set the intention that we're going to call in your guides, so your angels, your guides, your masters, your ascended masters, whatever you connect in with, and we're going to call them in of 100% love and light and only of 100% love and light. And if anything is not of 100% love and light, we're going to just ask for that to be pulled and sent to the light by their name. If there's any negative energies, any negative cords, hooks, attachments that's draining you at this point, we're going to ask for that to be unplugged, detached, and sent back to the light. Okay, so we're just going to put you in your own bubble of white light so that you're not being connected in with anyone else. Okay, and we're just calling in those beautiful angels. So the first angel that's going to come in and work with us is Archangel Sandalphon. So he's going to help you ground and keep yourself grounded. Okay, so we are going to be quite spacey today. It's going to keep you grounded. We're going to call in Archangel Metatron. He's going to stand behind you. So Metatron really works with the ascension process. Okay, so he's going to help you plug into your higher self and your soul self for the messages. And we've got Archangel Uriel. And then we've got Archangel Jeremiah as well. Raphael's coming in, and Gabrielle. Okay, we're going to place you in a crystal grid. So I want you to imagine whatever crystal that you feel that you need to be working with today. We're going to place you in a crystal grid of the earth and another crystal grid of the heavens. So it just puts you in a beautiful crystal grid while you're in that bubble of light. And we're going to ask for your ego, your negative ego, to leave the room. Okay, so some of you are going to feel a bit of a detachment on that. Okay, and those archangels are putting a beautiful bubble of energy light around you as well, that angelic light. So in your mind's eye, with your intention, with what clarity that you need, that soul-guided wisdom that you need, any insights, or you might just be like really open to see what comes through. So you might be working, being inquisitive, and that's okay. But some of you, I feel that you really want to know next steps. You want some inspiration. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to pull earth energy up from the center of the earth all the way through your crystal grid, all the way into your energy bubble. And you're going to feel this beautiful earth energy just cleansing and clearing. Cleansing and clearing. Okay, and then we're just going to let that evaporate out. So we've just done a nice earth cleansing. So just let that out. Good. Let it all drain away. And then we're just going to bring in divine white light from above, coming all the way down through the crystal grid into your energy bubble, and just filling that bubble up with pure divine source energy. And when that starts to fill up, you'll feel that your energy bubble is going to feel quite floaty. Okay, so it's just released like that feeling of gravity. And you're just going to imagine now that in your energy bubble and your crystal grid with your archangels, they're just going to be floating up now like a lovely hot air balloon. So just imagine that you're going up from the room that you're in, the building that you're in, and you're floating higher and higher, higher and higher. Okay, listening to the birds, listening to the bees, past the trees, higher and higher, up through the clouds. So light. And as you're floating higher and higher, you can look down, you can see the rivers, the beaches, the mountains, all the rooftops, that spectacular view, just floating higher and higher. Just let yourself go. Go higher, higher and higher. That's it. And then you go out into the universe, past the stars, past the planets, higher and higher, lighter and lighter, past all the dark lights and the bright lights, the dark lights and the bright lights, higher and higher, floating higher. Till you hit that golden light, and you go higher, you go faster, past all the brilliant gases, higher and higher, through the rainbow of colours, through all the beautiful sacred geometry lights and shapes, past flying books. There's books flying past you, going through the records. We're going through the record rooms. Okay, going through lots of beautiful temples. And in those temples you might feel gods and goddesses. You might feel unicorns, dragons, mystic beings, all flying past you. Keep going higher, higher and higher. You might feel that a light being comes with you. You might feel like you're going through galaxies, multi-dimensional galaxies. Just keep going higher, higher and higher, don't stop. And then I want you to feel like you're going into this tingly, pearly, iridescent white light. So this is source light, this is source energy. And what we're going to do in this source energy, so for my theta healers, it's creator energy, divine source, creative light. I just want you to feel like you're being washed and rinsed and bathed in this beautiful, pearly, iridescent white light. So we're going to do a cleansing. So I just want you to feel like you're dancing or you're swimming in this beautiful, pearly, iridescent white light. Feeling light and feeling free. And just call in that beautiful, pearly, iridescent white light into your body. Cleansing and clearing. Cleansing and clearing. And from this pearly iridescent white light, where you're safe and protected, where no harm can come to you, we're going to ask divine source, God, creator, whoever you believe in, universe, it is requested that I connect in with my higher self, soul self, for divine inspiration and clarity on my next steps. Allow me to see the pathway that is true and in the highest and best for me at this present time. Or show me, give me inspiration of what I should be seeing through the eyes of Creator, through the eyes of pure unconditional love. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. Show me. So however you want to see, sense, feel, know, listen with your whole being. Just be open and aware. So however your psychic senses are, and if you don't see anything, feel anything at this time, just ask for a sign within the next 24 to 48 hours. So whether that's angel numbers, whether that's someone coming in to tell you something, whether you're journaling, whether you're just being in free time and these messages, this knowing, this sensing, this feeling, this seeing lands on you, and you just know that this is the message. So let's just be really open. Just open yourself up, open up your whole energy body, and allow it to come in. Let it be fun. Let it be exciting. Let's play with magic. Well done. And I just want you to breathe. Now just breathe. Nice deep breaths. Just let it all start to open up or code or land. So for some of you, if you are clairsentient or this knowing, you will start acting and doing things in your behavioural patterns, maybe in a slightly different way, that is going to put you on the pathway as such, put you on the right pathway. So some of you might start to see things, see pictures of what you should be doing, what feels right. You might be hearing things if you're clairaudient, hearing the whispers of your soul, whispering to you, what's next, what's next. And then you do that. The whole process is you do one step and then the next step comes and then the next step comes. It's not about a massive picture. It's about landing you with the breadcrumbs. Follow the breadcrumbs, one breadcrumb at a time, and it will start to lead you. So what's your next breadcrumb? It's not always about a massive project plan. It's not the full architect's drawing of the home. It's like you're given the slab, the ground slab first. What is it? Good. I can feel and sense you all nodding, just taking that information. What's the next thing? What's the next ingredient? Okay, good. Well done. So I just want you to rinse off in that beautiful light. Just washing everything off. And I want you to place yourself back into that bubble, that energy bubble, into that beautiful hot air balloon. And you're going to thank your soul, any of your guides and creator. And then you're going to come out of that pearly iridescent white light. And you're going to start to float down past the laws, the sacred geometry, all the books, all the light beings, through into that golden light. And just going down, 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 all the way back down. All the way down, floating all the way down through that lovely golden light. Past all the planets, the stars, the bright lights and the dark lights. Coming back down, coming through, having gravity pulling you now, pulling you back down through into the earth. Still floating, Still seeing the beautiful rivers and the trees and the oceans and the mountains, all the rooftops, all the way down, 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 down. Do you see your roof where you are? Coming down through the roof, seeing your body sitting there, and then just imagining that you're evaporating into your body, back into your body, feeling that, still in that energy bubble, and feeling the crystal grid all around you, and your archangels are unplugging you now. They're unplugging you out of the crystal grid, and your bubble becomes a very strong aura. It shrinks now back into your auric field, just repairing all your aura from any rips and tears, anywhere where you're draining your body or anybody is draining you. You're going to see that your aura is full, repaired, and you're going to feel this earth energy coming all the way up into the soles of your feet, yet again, grounding you, pulling you, and you're going to feel like this weight now has been pulled. You've got these weights onto the earth plane. And just breathing in, breathing out, just disconnecting. But still open to the information coming through. Always open. And when you're ready, a nice big stretch. Rub your hands against your legs and open your eyes. Hello Dee. Hello Sarah. Hello Maura. Okay, how was that? How was that? That meditation is based on theta healing, just so you know. So that's a theta healing meditation with a little bit of a Claire twist, connecting in with all the light beings. Hello Michelle, how are you? So that was just a lovely, beautiful connection back to soul, back to self, being in that divine energy. So being in that divine energy, the reason why we put you into like create, so in theta healing we call creator, right? So depending on what you believe in as your higher power, and because I have people from all different like backgrounds in this group, I sort of try and please everybody. That's probably the people pleaser in me. So it depends whatever you believe in. So that divine source, when you're in that beautiful bubble of that pearly iridescent white light, this is a lovely time to connect into your soul, because you've got no distractions around you. You haven't got the ego, you haven't got the safety part of your personality, the reptilian brain trying to keep you safe. You know, you're in that beautiful cocoon of divine love, because that's what creator energy is. It is just pure, what lovely unconditional love. So that's where it's lovely to have those messages come through, and it comes through really simple and easy. Some people like to connect in with their angels and things like that, and get the messages through their angels. You know, that's perfect as well. But you know that you're reaching a higher source to get that divine love and that divine inspiration. So that's why we take you up to that beautiful divine light. Some meditations that you can connect the divine light and bring it down and pop it on your head, and you know, get that information and that wisdom as well. But this will come down, it will go up onto my YouTube channel. So there's plenty of like lovely meditations and healings on there. There's the 28-day women's program as well. I'll drop that into the link later at some point. And don't forget, we've got the complimentary meditations. Was that magical, Cara? Oh, I am pleased. Oh, Dee's had a great shift. Oh, Suzanne, wow, I need to absorb. Suzanne, I know I need to come back to you with the grounding mats. I haven't forgotten. It's just that I've come back to work this week and I've been back to back with clients. So Thursdays and Fridays are my lighter days, so I can come in and I can pop some posts up as well into the group. But I know people want to know more about the grounding mats and stuff like that. I need to go back through all my medical intuition books so that I can find the correct links. They are connected to. Are you in the US, Suzanne? I've got a funny feeling you might be in America. Are you in Australia? The links to purchase the grounding mats and stuff is not. I think it's Amazon UK. So you'll need to find them out here if you are Amazon, if you're US or whether you are Australia, because I studied medical intuition out of the UK. Oh, Tanya, that was lovely. Thank you, gorgeous. How was your event last night? I haven't spoken to Lee yet. I'm sure it was wonderful. I've got my Intimo t-shirt on today, and I've got my Intimo bra. My non-wired Intimo bra is so comfortable. Sky, just what I needed. Lovely. Thank you. That's all right, Michelle. Just use it. Listen to it at any time. Oh, they've had you up since 1:30 a.m. Yeah, well, we've got the eclipse, so it's really like big shifts are happening. Big shifts are happening. I was up at 5. So they might be energized by this full moon. So make sure that that they've got the crystals around them as well, Michelle. Oh, it was wonderful. Good. That's okay, Leanne. Thank you. So, just so you know, tickets go live for the Brisbane Day with Claire, the day retreat. They go live tomorrow, so they are open. There's only a limited number of early bird prices, just so you know. If you are on my email list and you get emails from me, it will land in your email at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, hopefully. She was cancelled already today. If you want to be part of the day retreat with me, can you just put #day in the comments, even if you're watching this on the replay, and I will PM you tomorrow the link for you to get your ticket. So there's an early bird pricing, limited number, and then it goes up to full price. And there is a VIP upgrade as well with that. So you can either come to the day or you can extend working with me with the VIP upgrade. So there's like two different versions. It's going to be beautiful, absolutely exciting. I'm going to be doing some teaching. I'm going to teach you on this day that you can pull in different energies. So you can work with the star energy, the moon energy, the sun energy, the earth energy to help clear and shift heavy dense energies through your body. So I'm going to teach you some of the processes of working on yourself, but how to shift and clear heavy energies from the body. Okay, and I'm not going to talk too much about it, but that's what I am because I feel like I love to teach some of these spiritual tools, right? And I think it's empowering. So we're going to be doing that. You've got 2 workshops with me, and you've got a bit of teaching on that day as well. So it's going to be absolutely beautiful. So you're going to walk away with some great spiritual tools and techniques that is going to help you moving forward. Okay, yes, make the appointment with me. Yes. I'm fully booked. I'm fully booked next Tuesday, so I've only got Wednesday appointments at this time for next week. Night night, Dee. Dee's in the UK. So is Steph. But yeah, that is it. So we've got day with Claire coming up on the 20th, and there's going to be some more exciting stuff coming up in the next month. So watch this space. new stuff is starting to be birthed out into the world. So I'm excited about that. I'll be back. I won't be back on Monday. I'm sorry. It's a bank holiday here and I'm actually going to take the day off. I'm not going to come into the group. So I won't be here on Monday, but I will be back here next Wednesday for another healing. If there's anything, I'll put a post up in the group, like Sunday, Monday, for healing requests of what you want to help with for the Wednesday. So like what I did today, so that I can start to tailor things for you. So there's no cards for the week on Monday. So have a awesome rest of the week. If anybody needs anything, then don't forget that you can book in single sessions with me. That is also available. So take care, lots of love. Thank you for joining. Big loves. Yeah, thanks a lot. And I will see you all next Wednesday. Take care. Ciao.